Hello and welcome. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch Firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right. And here we are for Husky Talk-SNS. I'm Steve Cully, best podcast host in the universe. Former UConn star and captain Sean Mulcahy. We're back in business. It's great to see you.
Great to see you. I got about 45 minutes on the Giants.
I
got about 10 minutes on the Huskies. I got about 5 minutes on movies.
All right. Well, we'll start with the Huskies. That was just unbelievable, mind-blowing. Braylon Mullins looks like he's 12 years old. Can't believe he took that shot. Can't believe we didn't foul on the inbounds. And we had a 20-point comeback against Duke.
Yep.
Shocking.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I had a feeling like it's so hard to hold that lead. There's way more pressure on the lead holder than the person coming back.
Yes.
And they just chipped away, played pretty good D. Duke more or less beat themselves. They
turned the ball over and missed a lot of shots.
Yeah. But it was so cool to see that happen. Like you said, they should have totally fouled, and they didn't. So you almost felt like they were.
I didn't understand it. Yeah, because with 10 seconds left, I mean, they let so much time off the clock. I can't believe they got the steal. They had a great trap. They got the steal. Caravan, I thought, was going to shoot it, and then I was going to have a heart attack because Caravan, I thought, was awful all game. He hit a couple big shots at the end. And they go to the true freshman, cornbread white boy from Indiana, Braylon Mullins, shoots it from San Diego and nails it. And I went absolutely apeshit. I never saw it coming, and scared everyone in the house, scared the dog.
Yep.
And it's just wow. And I can't remember the last time both the men and women went to the Final Four, unless it was when the year that both teams won it. But it's just amazing to see.
Yeah. It's awesome. The women seem way more consistent.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They just have crazy talent, and if they get hot, it's over. Like, their confidence has got to be through the roof.
That's been the biggest difference all year. When UConn, the men, whenever they get a lead, they tend to blow it, and it ends up being close. But they win. They've won some close games that they shouldn't have. The women, when they get a lead, they just beat you by 50.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop. So that was great to see.
And when I saw the stats at halftime, UConn did they even make a three? They made a three in the first half.
They were like 2 for 7 or 2 for it was crazy.
It was bad. And just with this team, I was like, they're gonna get hot in the second half, man. There's no pressure.
It's all about runs. Yeah, that's what it is. It's momentum and it's runs.
Yep.
And that's what they got on. And I can't believe that they were able to come back like that. And Mullins, hopefully he procures a female when they get back, and that gets taken care of. So for a true freshman to step up and like a real freshman, not someone who reclassed or went to prep school. This is a true freshman, 18, 19 years old. Wow. That's all. I have no words.
Maggie must have asked me 10 times, he's a freshman? And I was like, yes.
He looks like he's 12. I mean, he doesn't look like he's in college.
No.
And then when he did his interview, it was hilarious because he didn't know what to say.
Oh, I missed that. We rewound it like 10 times.
I don't think he's ever been interviewed before. So he was like, it was funny to watch him interview. He looked completely speechless, but we all were. And it's good that it happened, and we have both teams back in the Final Four. So we got that covered. Now the New York Football Giants.
Yep.
They're making some moves. I just, the combine was interesting because John Harbaugh is not reporting to our best friend Joe Shane, which just cracks me up.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh yeah, Joe Shane's part of the process. He's got a big role." No, he doesn't. John Harbaugh is going to do whatever the fuck he wants.
Whatever player they want, absolutely.
John Harbaugh is running the show. They got who they wanted, and that's it.
And when he came out and was all defensive at the combine, that was such a bad look.
He was very defensive about it. Because he was trying to maintain that it's like a team effort.
Yeah.
And we all know it's not. We all know that if it comes down on draft day and Joe Shane wants to pick someone and John Harbaugh wants someone different, John Harbaugh's getting it.
Yep.
Because he reports directly to the owners.
Yeah.
So I like that because I think Joe Shane
Joe Shane's lucky to be around.
He shouldn't be around, and nobody thinks that he is going to be around long. He's basically dead man walking. I think he's in the final year of his contract too.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
I don't think he'll come back at all. No. I think this will be it. I think he's lucky to get in his last year, and I'm sure that they're doing it because they have to pay whatever was left on Dayball's salary.
Yeah.
So they're just saving money. And then the shit with Steve Tisch.
Wow.
Steve Tisch is selling. He has to give up his shares of the team. I guess it's going to his daughters.
Yeah.
That news shocked the hell out of me.
Did not see that coming, bro.
I didn't see that coming.
And they were obviously the radio was killing them down here, but they were so quiet and hush hush about it. It's like disgusting. It's like, come on.
That's
man.
That's what they do. Any of these teams, they get these crisis management firms, and it's like nothing to see here. Didn't happen. Tisch was having lunch with Epstein and going on the yacht and islands and this and that. no big deal. It's all good. So that cracked me up. And then, they talked about giving up the ownership, which I couldn't believe. But it's going to his kids.
Yeah.
His kids are taking over, and they're saying that he's still going to have a role. So that's the other thing that bothers me. So
yeah, that's pretty weak.
What were your thoughts? First of all, they let Bobby walk.
Okay.
I mean, one of their top defensive players. I didn't think that was a smart move. And I mean, did you think that was good for them to do?
No, I agree with you. I'm curious for several reasons, because I don't think the Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah, that one got me too.
It's a lateral move, and you're paying just as much, if not more, for him. But I'm curious to know what Denard Wilson's system really is, and what he's looking for, because it's a different defensive coordinator.
Yes.
Okereke was really good under Wink Martindale, and I think if Wink
loved Wink Martindale,
he'd still be good. But he had three defensive coordinators in 3 years.
He did. Yeah.
Is asking a lot.
That's right.
Just looking at like the missed tackle rate, it's the same as Edmonds. He's literally the same linebacker. Edmonds gets more picks.
Yes. But didn't Edmonds
the point to cut Okereke
come back to Buffalo?
Which day?
Didn't Edmonds initially, he was with Buffalo?
Yeah, and then
he went somewhere else, and then he got cut, and then Buffalo took him back, right?
Yeah, Chicago.
Okay. That's what I didn't like, because.
But you cut Okereke to save money, and then
they pay him.
This guy.
Yeah, $36 million for 3 years.
We're gonna find out.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
but you're right. It's gonna depend on the system that they run to where he fits in. And there was one of the reporters who said the Giants were trying to trade for a linebacker.
Yes.
And what was said was they had a trade in place, and it broke down.
Yep.
And
the player didn't want to go.
Right. And it was someone who was kind of near the end of their career.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know why they would even bother doing that. Edmonds is an older guy as well. He's been in the league for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't see that as an upgrade. But I really like Bobby. I thought he was key to
leader, man, locker room guy, glue guy.
Whatever success they had defensively, it was because of him. So that didn't make sense to me at all.
There's a lot of things that didn't make sense to me. First of all, they made I like the punter, but they made him the highest paid punter ever. I like the fullback. They made him the highest paid
fullback. Yeah, you barely use, and they have good tight ends that.
And he made Isaiah Likely the highest second string tight end.
Tight end, yes. That I didn't understand that move. Theo Johnson, is Johnson still there?
Yeah, he's going to be the number one. Him and Likely.
So he's the number one. Okay.
Yeah.
And they think that Likely brings a different dynamic to the playbook. Yeah. And I'm sure he does. And he played for Harbaugh in Baltimore for 4 years. So he obviously, new coach, he's going to want his own guys. I get that. The Tremaine Edwards replacing Bobby, they think that's an upgrade. I don't think it's an upgrade at all. I think you got a guy who started 13 games last year with the Bears. And, then he ends up cut and he goes to Buffalo.
Yeah.
He does okay. He wasn't anything special, but it just didn't make sense. And then Darnell Mooney, they believe, is going to be a stud for the Giants. He's 28 years old. He's from the Falcons. And, with the group they have, Neighbors coming back from that very difficult injury, we just hope he's on track to return. Slayton, I think he is underachieved. And then the re-signing of our favorite offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Where?
Him and Azudu.
Whose idea was that?
Unbelievable.
Why would they'd be better off re-signing? They'd sign me. I mean, yeah. I could go out there with one leg and do what he was doing. Like that one, out of all the people, I was baffled.
Yeah,
that they would bring him back.
Yeah,
because he was someone they had high hopes for, and I don't think. I mean, was he active for any games last year?
He didn't play a game last year, and neither did Azudu.
They were healthy scratches
all the whole season, bro.
I was like, wow.
Here's what I think happened. John Harbaugh and his staff saw Evan Neal in person and were like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, we said the same thing.
He's a woolly mammoth. No one can. We gotta be able to. All he's got to do is lean on somebody.
You just get in the way.
That's all you got to do, man. This guy is fucking enormous.
And we said that on the sidelines, like he looks like a great bouncer.
Yeah,
a great bouncer somewhere.
Yeah,
and
Bruce Wayne glasses, just turn into Batman and fuck shit up.
Yeah, it's like he just doesn't want to play. So they list the biggest signing is Tremaine Edmonds. The biggest departure, which I do somewhat agree with, Robinson. He was a very productive receiver,
but he got
the role that he was in. He did. No, he did. If they do well in the draft and can get someone in, I think for Dart having a target to go along with Neighbors is huge.
Yeah,
and then the tight end position, if they contribute like they're supposed to, they'll be solid on offense, especially with Cam coming back from their injury. The most surprising move, re-signing Evan Neal.
And
I love it.
Those two, are you fucking serious, bro? I was like, when I saw that, I literally thought it was a joke. I was like, there's no way this is real.
And the way that they're spending, I mean, they're doling out cash for this shit.
And no O linemen and no D linemen.
That was what they said. The biggest need is the interior linemen.
Yep.
And they are targeting a few guys in free agency. There's a guard from the Titans, Kevin Zeitler.
Yeah, he was on the Giants before in 2020.
Oh, he was. Okay. And he also played for the Ravens.
Yeah, with Harbaugh. But he's 35 or 36.
That's what I say. He's a veteran. Like, I like.
Well, bring that big fucker Mulata, David Mulata, that was down in Baltimore.
I like him, and the guy that you talked about, Mabo. He was inconsistent, but he was a 5th round pick. He was a late round pick.
Yeah.
He got experience as a starter.
Yeah.
And he's going to come along. And I think that he will fit the culture of the new regime. and he will develop into a quality starter for them. I don't know if it'll be next year, but I really like him. The other guy,
Illuminor back, that was good.
I like Illuminor too. I think he did a very good job being put in a tough position. The other one is Greg, Van Rotten. He started for the last 2 years, and he's been solid, but like unspectacular. 36 years old.
Jesus.
It's like, so you're counting on this guy to be a long-term option for your offensive line to start, 17, 18 games or playoffs. That's a lot to put on a 36-year-old.
Yeah. They should take that dude from, I think he's like North Dakota State. I forget what college, but he's going to be like a second or third round pick. He's the lineman with all the red hair.
Oh, the ginger. Yes.
Yeah, the ginger.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
He seems like a nasty son bitch.
I'd be fine with that. But Evan Neal getting a 1-year deal for $1.2 million. They said the most shocking move. The guy, and he's 25 years old.
Hey, 25. Fresh legs.
7th round pick in 2022. They signed Calvin Austin III to a 1-year, $4.5 million contract. He is the receiver that is going to be in the slot and try to replace Robinson. And Jason Pinnock, 1 year, $1.4 million. Welcome back, King. They claimed him off waivers. He played 3 seasons in New York. He started 37 games before leaving for San Fran, and he's pretty good. Yeah. Darnell Mooney, 1 year, $10 million. They couldn't let everything rely on Calvin Austin, so they bring in Mooney to help out Jackson Dart. And he didn't have a great season with Atlanta last year, but 2 years ago, 64 catches, 992 yards. I mean, if he can play, great. And then, Elijah Campbell, they signed another safety. And then your boy, Azudu, I like. It's going to be interesting to see. And I think the NFC East is a conference that if we stay healthy, if they improve defensively and we score points, I think that we can really be in the mix. I'm not scared of Philadelphia.
No.
I think Philadelphia's gone downhill. Washington has gone downhill. Dallas is Dallas. I mean, I think Dallas is a freaking train wreck,
Yeah, no, it's there for the taking. Few things with the players you were mentioning.
Yes. Yeah.
That behind. So they still need a right guard.
Right, which I hope they pick up in the draft. I want them to get a young guy because Evan Neal isn't playing. Like you're basically paying him $1 million to be inactive and a healthy scratch.
The backup center, Aaron Schlottman, also Tennessee.
Yes, I saw that.
Better than John Michael Schmitz when he played. So we technically need a backup center, big time.
Yeah.
We still need a wide receiver because Neighbors.
I don't like who we have.
Week 1. We need a defensive tackle, a linebacker.
Yes. Right. Because Lawrence was awful and Bobby's gone. And so they really have to make good picks in the draft. They have to get guys who can contribute They have to get guys who can be consistent, guys who are injury free, and fill those slots, because I don't know in free agency. There's a couple guys left they can get, but they absolutely, the offensive line has to be shored up, number one, because Jackson Dart plays like Josh Allen, and he's not as big as Josh Allen, and he's going to get himself hurt.
Yeah.
They got to protect the guy. Just protect him, please. Protect him. I think they let Wilson walk. I can't remember if they let Winston walk too.
No, he's still on the team.
All right, they still got Winston. All right, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I love Cam, and who's the other running back that I don't like? The guy from Buffalo.
Oh, Tracy? No.
Oh no, Tyrone Tracy. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
It was the one they had from Buffalo who filled in when Tracy was hurt that I thought was a waste. What's that?
Singletary.
Yes, Devin Singletary. I wanted to shoot him.
You know what they also have to do? They're going to save $5 million when they release Graham Gano, but they can't release him yet because he's not healthy. He's still rehabbing.
Right. They can't release him while he's injured. He'll probably be like a post June 1st or whatever release as well. But Harbaugh was very satisfied with free agency. And he also claims there's going to be more additions coming.
Yeah, there better be.
He talked about, they signed 16 guys. They did it with mid-level spending for the NFL. Yeah. They were right in the middle, and he felt the value that they got for the guys compared to what they paid for them was right on point.
Yeah.
So he's very optimistic. I think he runs a tight ship. I think he runs a very good program.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he'll get them into shape. I don't think he's going to be a nut like Daboll.
Oh, yeah.
Offensively, they hired, obviously, new coordinators. I think Harbaugh will work well with Dart. Harbaugh did not work well with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
That became a huge issue, a huge sticking point.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I don't even think they communicated. It all went through Todd Monken.
It looked like that towards the end there, and they both denied it. But I agree.
No, it went on. It went on. I mean, I believe it because Lamar Jackson, I think he's overrated. I don't think he's as good as everyone thinks he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's had one playoff victory. It's lovely that he's gotten 2 MVPs, but if we had a playoff game and I had a choice of quarterbacks,
not him.
I wouldn't pick him in a million years.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't. There's other guys that I would take over him by far. So I am happy with Dart. I like his development. If they can get another receiver to go with Neighbors, Slayton and the other guys they signed are decent compliments, but I'd love to see him get a stud. If he had like a Stephon Diggs, like just a stud guy, like Justin Jefferson, someone like that. Yeah. Give him a target, give him a weapon.
Yeah.
That's why Brock Purdy has been effective, because
about
the weapons around him.
The Giants might trade for is it Jennings that they have? Yes.
I know he's wanted out of there. That I'd be fine with it. But I have been surprised at how active they've been, because traditionally they normally are not very aggressive in free agency, right? I don't remember them signing that many players like
No,
they did.
this year was like Reese's last year in 16 when they got Janoris Jenkins.
Yeah, that's right.
Big Daddy Kane, and I forget what else. And then a couple years later in 19, they had the Kenny Galladay experience.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, if they can if they can find someone good inside, that will make the difference. I'll feel better about them up front. I think Dart could have an explosive year. I honestly believe that he has the talent and potential to be the best quarterback in the NFC East. Do you think that's way off saying that with Hurts and Prescott and Daniels?
No. A few things Dart doesn't have to do that those guys did do or have to do is come back from like a major injury. So
Prescott's been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
And I feel like the Eagles are really on the way down.
They really are.
It's over, man. It's fucking over.
Like they fell off a cliff.
I told there's a guy I work with who's a big Eagles fan, and I said, what were they, 10-6 or 11-5?
Yeah, they started out really good and then fell off the cliff.
Well, I told him, I said, that's the worst 10-6 team I've ever seen in my life.
They were abysmal. Yeah. And I think they were 10-7. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But the division as a whole, I think they can be fine. Did they release the schedule? That's what I couldn't remember who they had on the schedule.
Not the dates or when they play, but they do have the schedule.
Who do we have in the AFC? Do you know who we have in the AFC?
Yes.
The AFC?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I got it right. I'm going to see it right here.
Colts. We got the Colts.
Oh, we got the AFC South. Okay.
And West. No, that's the NFC West. So we got the we're playing the Titans at home.
Oh, beautiful.
That's going to be awesome.
Beautiful.
Jaguars, Colts, Texans. Yeah, the whole AFC.
Yeah. The Saints. We do have the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Bears, Packers, Lions, Patriots. Oh no, that was last year. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, they did it to me too. So the opponents they just have the opponents. They don't have the dates.
Okay.
So home non-division games.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Looks like the Browns.
Yeah.
Saints, Cardinals, San Fran, Jaguars, Titans, and then away non-con is the Lions, Seahawks, Rams, Colts, Texans. So it's NFC West and AFC.
Fine. That couldn't be any better. I'm very happy with that. They can hold their own against any teams in the AFC South. I think
West sucks though. You got San Francisco.
Yeah, no,
and the defending champions.
Seattle. Yeah. What's the quarterback for Houston? The Ohio State guy,
Marcus Stroud.
Stroud, yes, he's pretty good.
So let's see if he bounces back after that terrible playoff game.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that he'll be the same.
No,
Daniel Jones is coming off.
He'll get hurt again.
A brutal injury. Yeah, he hasn't lasted. So I think they really could make a run, and that would be so good to see.
Well, the funniest part is it looks like their divisional games is the easiest part of the schedule. Other than
I 100%, 100% believe that they can beat anyone in that division and be fine.
The Browns, Saints, and Cardinals is like weird games.
The just teams that are a mess. Cleveland is probably going into the season with Shador as their starter.
Oh my God.
The Saints, I don't know if they're going to start Was it Tyler Slot? Tyler was the fifth?
Yeah, he played good last year. Or he won Rookie of the Year.
I don't know if he was Rookie of the Year.
First team All Rookie.
Oh, he was. Okay, so he did play pretty well.
Tyler Shook.
Yeah, he was the guy from Louisville.
Yeah.
Okay, and
then the Lions. The Lions is kind of what's happening to Philly.
They fell off too. Fell off too. Yeah. You're right. Tyler Slough. He was the starter. Tyler Shaw.
Yeah.
And he. Okay. Wow. I didn't know he played. God, this is crazy. It's just crazy seeing guys who played at 3 different colleges.
Yeah.
This dude, Oregon, Texas Tech, and Louisville. And he and everyone knocked him because he was a 26-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
And he had one good year with Louisville, and everyone was shocked he got drafted. And then Derek Carr retired, and they were going with Spencer Rattler, I believe. He started, and then Slough came in week 3. And he was 5-4, and he threw 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. So, but I think they're a dumpster fire.
The thing that Jackson Dart had is that moxie, that confidence, and
he's got balls.
Yeah,
he's got balls. I like him. I like the way he plays. I like his style, and I mean, in my opinion, John Harbaugh can save the day. He can turn this ship around. I think he's got a chip on his shoulder for what Baltimore did.
Yeah,
and I think he's going to whip these guys into shape. He's got good coordinators. They're going to have schemes to put the talent in a position to succeed.
Yeah,
which is what we want to do most. Let me just grab this, and we'll finish up.
What's also crazy
down south, we have Julius Williams, Jordan Harris, and the rest of the team of the Trench Mob. They train offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in 5v5 tournaments and college showcase camps all across the country. They have sent kids to schools like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. They have sent the highest percentage of kids who work with them to Division I schools on scholarship. To work with the best, go to trenchmobfootball.com. Ned Von Young runs the Fresh Fold Laundry Company in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, a high-end laundry service. You book online, put your laundry out in a clear plastic bag. They pick it up, wash, dry, and fold it for you in 48 hours. They also offer an expedited service if you need that as well. They have an online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly, where you can get your laundry done that way. They offer deals for college students. So if you want your laundry done, you can do it in your own dorm. They have a pickup and now a delivery service. So you can have your laundry done without leaving the comfort of your own home or dorm room. To sign up, go to their website, my-freshfold.com.
Sorry, I cut you off there. What were you going to say?
I forgot, but it's fine.
The UConn guys, they did the combine, had their pro day. Skylar Bell was awesome.
Yeah.
He ran exactly what he needed to.
Yeah.
And I hope that puts him, a second round pick. I don't think he'll go in the first round. A lot of people think he'll be a second to third round pick. Yeah. But again, man, another guy who was on his third school.
Yeah, I guarantee you he'll be earlier than third round and probably go like between 3 and 5 because it always.
Yeah, I didn't. I know he ran well, but when we were at the Air Force game, and who did I yell? Oh, I yelled at Figano, and Kassan Farrar laughed because I said, "Joe, you're my hero."
Yeah.
Figano did not have the best pro day or combine.
Yeah.
He is, I think they said the 12th best quarterback, and it's a shitty class, so I don't think he'll get picked.
That he's not getting drafted.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get drafted.
No,
but
we want him to be.
No, I don't want him to be drafted. These assholes skipped the bowl game.
That's right.
Because they I couldn't hurt my draft status.
Yeah.
And I got to train for these games, the Hula Bowl, which I couldn't find a stat on. I don't even know if it was played. And Bell was supposed to play in the Shrine game, and I guess he didn't because he was hurt. Yep. So that's what it just pisses me off that all those guys did that, and so many UConn people traveled to that bowl game, spent money to go to Boston to see a dumpster fire.
Seriously.
And that's what's driving me nuts with college sports. Their rosters are completely different every year. There's 50 transfers in now. Everyone else followed Mora or went elsewhere. I was happy Cam Edwards went to Michigan State, but it's just crazy. And now they're talking about passing some sort of legislation to limit it to one transfer, and they want to try to control the NIL money. I don't know if you saw Gino's interview. Gino, he was interviewed after they beat North Carolina, and they were talking about Title IX, and he was basically saying, he's like, yeah, I think Title IX is going to be done because there's no way. And I agree with him to an extent, because Title IX made it so it was equitable as far as scholarships go. There's as many scholarships for the men's athletes than there are for the female athletes. It's the same. They're trying, and they're suing for it, to get equitable pay.
Oh my God.
For both the men and the women. And that's not going to happen. And he was talking about that. He's like, football generates the money. Teams are spending, $15-17 million out of the 20 million. There's teams that can't even spend that much, but they're going to the revenue sports. And in 5 years, if nothing changes, sports are going to end up being cut.
Yeah.
That's going to be the problem. And, I think that's wrong, but you can't put the, toothpaste back in the bottle once you.
Yeah, no, you're right. You can't put the toothpaste back in. It's like similar to the WNBA contract.
Oh, that blew my mind.
They keep saying it, but I want to see if they hold true to it. They say it's based off revenue from the commercials. And I'm like, how did they get that much revenue from commercials to get I think it's like a 500% increase in salary, something crazy. Cause they went from like 150 to like 600.
No, the average salary, yes, is that the minimum salary went from like $50,000 to $300,000.
Yeah. So like I'm just curious to know, does that count as, because the NBA always paid for it. So is that their NBA?
Yeah. And they claimed that the league lost money last year. They lost $40 million.
Yeah.
So I can't believe that they got what they got. And what I compare it to is the Arena League.
Yeah.
The Arena League increased spending, brought in a lot of NFL players, and it was 2009 or whatever we were supposed to play. and the season got canceled.
Yep.
Because even though we were selling out arenas, they're small arenas, 12,000, 15,000 people, and you're paying certain guys millions of dollars. You're not making that. You're not bringing that in. You're not pulling in it. Now, the WNBA did set attendance records. They did set television rating records for them.
Did they really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, last year they did, but they
that was because of the rookies. Fucking what's her name?
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And they do have the new television deal that starts this year. It's basically a 10-year, and they're going to get $200 million a year from the TV contract. But yeah, for what they were asking was crazy. But for football, the other thing that they proposed was doing, because it's every athletic department can spend $20 million.
Yeah.
They were talking about doing like a tiered system. Like, football can spend 10, men's and women's basketball can spend 2 or 3, and then, the rest can spend whatever. They were talking about doing that, and I don't think they will. And then they told, I don't know if you heard this, they told basically athletic directors to stop calling the NCAA about tampering with players.
Wow.
Because and the reason they said we can't control it. We don't have the bandwidth to manage it.
So we're supposed to just give up?
I mean, I kind of agree with them on that. There's no way really. I mean, unless you get the police involved and are tapping people's phones, like how do you know if a coach calls you or if they go through a third party?
Yeah,
you don't know. So they told schools to stop with stop reporting tampering. I think Clemson, or one of them, was the first school to ever do it formally. Teams have complained about it, but I think it was Clemson that formally did it because they had, or no, it was Clemson formally did it. But the other issue, remember, the Duke quarterback ended up going to Miami.
Yep.
After he had already signed.
Yeah. December or something.
Yeah, but it shows that the contracts are, you might as well use it for toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like if it doesn't hold you to anything.
Yeah.
But like I said, I told Burton this. I said, next year, whoever you're paying, just stop paying them for 3 weeks.
Right.
See what happens. If they could just leave, just stop paying them. Like it's unbelievable. And I know the NCAA has thrown their hands up in the air and basically said, we give up. We need help from Congress. And Congress is trying to pass the SAVE Act or whatever it is. It's going to go to the floor. Yep. And everyone says it's not going to pass. It'll pass through Congress. It will not pass through the Senate because the Democrats want the players to be employees of the university.
Why?
And they well, because they basically are, and they're not being treated as such. Okay. But you're holding them to these contracts where you're paying them basically to do a service, to play.
Yeah.
And like UConn works the hell out of their guys. Stasitis was telling me, like, after basketball practice, they're staying and they're signing 50 basketballs each. Wow. They're giving away, signed chairs or auctioning them off. They're trying, they make appearances at schools. They do camps. They have to do so much to make the money from revenue share.
Really?
Yeah, because UConn doesn't have it. And I don't know if you know, but Rutgers, $78 million in debt.
What?
Right. Yes. $78 million in the red. This is this is their athletic department.
What?
The athletic department is in the Big Ten. They were getting $60 million from the Big Ten.
Oh my God.
And they're $78 million in the red. And what they did infuriated people. They raised tuition and student fees to pay for it. And that's what a lot of schools are doing, because it's an arms race.
It's such a scam. It's such a scam.
It makes me sick. It makes me sick because the money that they're spending on these kids, and if you don't perform,
yeah,
you're screwed. Like nobody signs anything more than a 1-year deal. So you get a 1-year deal. If you don't perform, they'll keep you on scholarship, but they're not going to give you any money.
Yeah.
You know, that is awful. And the roster turnover every year. There was a point when Matt Campbell went to Penn State from Iowa State. Iowa State had 20 players left on the roster. Like
20,
because everyone left. That's what happens. And, you know, we all were pissed off at UConn because guys didn't play in the bowl game. Number one, they should not have accepted that bowl bid.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
Because they accepted it the week after Harbaugh already took, or Mora took the job at Colorado State. You knew there was going to be a mass exodus.
Totally.
And I know that they tried like hell to get guys to stay, but they're not doing it. They're not going to stay. They're all leaving. Nobody stays anymore for a new coach. So what?
It's just like, and how do you like bounce back from that? Like, I know they got the quantity, but did they get any quality this summer?
They did okay. I mean, for the schedule that they play, they play a tougher schedule. They're not going to win 9 games.
No.
I mean, they have the talent. They got a decent quarterback that came, I think, from Toledo, who was okay. They got pretty good running backs. They're okay up front, but I think they're going to end up a 6-6 team.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while to build. And you're not seeing freshmen. They're not bringing a lot of freshmen in.
Yeah.
But I do give credit. Julius finally got one of his linemen offered by UConn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Julius was so fed up because he would send, linemen for them to look at.
Yeah.
Never offered any.
Oh,
and he's got guys, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. They're all going to big programs, but he's got plenty group of 5 guys. He's got plenty FCS guys and guys that we could have gotten that he sent up and they blew off. But they offered one of his players. Jamal Lundy has 2 players.
Nice. Jamal finally got a player.
Yeah, Jamal. Well, he sent one to Northwestern.
Okay.
He was a very good receiver. And Jamal and I were furious because we knew the kid wanted to go to UConn.
Okay.
In last February. Jamal had me talk to him, and we both asked him, like, you seriously want to go to UConn? This kid was 6'4", 180. He was the Maryland State Player of the Year. He had like 2,000 yards receiving. Jaden McDuffie, I think, is a junior. He returned kicks for touchdowns. He was unbelievable. Jamal took him to UConn. I think I told you this, for a spring practice.
Yeah.
Gets a tour from Baylock. Watches spring practice. Nobody talks to him. Kashif Moore comes by, says, "Hey, what's up? Great to see you. You look good. Bye." I'm like, Jamal drove 6 hours or whatever to get up there. Unbelievable. And, now he's got 2 really good kids. And, we talked about bringing them to the spring game. So I sent the film in just to make sure that they would look at them, give them some attention before Jamal makes the trip. and I'm waiting to hear back. They have not. They don't typically get back to you. The recruiting people.
Yeah.
And I actually went over their head and yelled at Freeman and Phil Hunt. Like, dude, like, why? Who do they think they are? Like, when an alumni sends someone in, that should mean something.
Yeah.
And Jamal was a captain.
Yeah. 2 times.
Julius has the highest percentage of kids going to Division I schools for the linemen.
Wow.
5v5.
Yeah.
Highest percentage.
Wow.
You're not going to look at his kids?
Seriously.
You're not going to get back to them? So we'll see what happens. But see what your schedule is. And if you're not.
What's the date?
It's April 11th. The brunch is at 10 a.m. And I think you should come because I have to podcast and interview former players per Kevin Freeman. So that's going to be fun. I did ask if they'd let me interview Candle. I'm sure I'm going to get a no on that. But he's like, Kevin was like, yeah, we're going to have a meeting. He wants to. We talk, but he wants to have a meeting to talk about how I can help promote players, alumni coming to this, because I guess not a lot are signed up. And the reason a lot are not signed up are because I don't think a lot of people know.
Yeah.
Did you get emailed? Did you hear about it?
I just ignored it because we're in fucking World War III. Gas prices are through the roof. I got some bullshit job. My wife's still looking for.
Yeah, it's the last thing.
Like, kidding me? That's the last thing I want to do. What are they going to do for me?
Yeah. No, I know. So he was like, there's not a lot of people that have signed up for the brunch, so he wanted my help. But we'll see what happens. I'm anxious to see Candle.
Yeah, I
hear he's a little off, but I'd like to see him.
It looks like he's a hard ass, but I don't know.
Mike said he's an introvert, but he's very smart, very good coach.
Good.
Knows his shit, and he's got a good staff. But he's not like a big fun personality.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But yeah, if you're even April 10th, I'll come up and we'll do something if you're available April 10th. So I wanted to come up then, and then I don't want to come up and just go to the brunch and then stay for a half and leave, whatever.
Did you get a chance to talk to Maria about the new?
I did.
So what was her thoughts on it?
Talk to her about what?
The contract for the WNBA.
Yes, I did talk to her about it. She was shocked.
Yeah, it was. I was too.
She was shocked. She was shocked. She couldn't believe it. Could not believe it.
So it's so high. Like, you may not be saying the NBA is paying for it, but they definitely are.
Yeah. She was like, so AZ Fudd will probably be the first pick in the draft.
Yeah, she's nice.
She would have been paid probably $66,000, I think.
Okay.
This season. She'll get a minimum of 300.
All right.
Yes, she said that. The max, they can pay, I think, one or two max contracts or $1.2 million.
Yeah.
She was blown away by that because the max, I believe, had been like $250.
Yeah.
So the raises, she just was like, I don't know where the money is. Like, and they're saying the reason it dragged on so long was because they wanted the revenue sharing,
right?
Based off of the net and not the profit. And the WNBA would not budge on that. So they're going to get the revenue sharing, and it ended up going down to like 17%, and it's going to be off of the profit that they make each year. So it won't be tremendously huge. But like the NBA, the NFL, everyone else is like 50-50. The WNBA has not been because they haven't been profitable.
Yeah.
But the players' argument was the two expansion teams are coming in, Portland and Toronto. They paid $200 million for their teams to come in. So they had that, the TV contract. So they're like, we're flush. So, let's go.
Yeah.
And the WNBA fought it. And Maria predicted this. She said, this is going to go until February or March. Then they know they're under a time crunch. They don't want to interfere with the women's tournament. And they still have to do free agency, the draft, and then training camp starts in April.
Wow.
And free agency is going to be a frenzy because everyone signed short-term contracts. Everyone's a free agent, basically.
Yeah.
I think there's like 4 or 5 girls that are under contract. So it's going to be like they wanted to end it earlier so they could make a thing out of the free agent signing, but they're not going to be able to. Then they have the expansion draft where that has to be done after free agency. And then each team has to leave, I think, 2 or 3 players unprotected. So they could sign $1 million contract with the LA Sparks, and then Portland takes something like that. But no, Maria thought it was she was shocked. She didn't think it would go through. She just hopes that the league will be solvent and still make money and exist. Yeah. And they're on an upswing. I mean, she said that had they went into a lockout or a strike with the World Cup being around this summer, baseball, she didn't think it would be missed.
Yeah.
That was her thing. So we'll see what happens. What's your prediction for the Final Four?
I think UConn will beat Illinois, the men.
I do too. I picked that.
If Arizona beats Michigan, I kind of like Arizona put a whooping on UConn, but that was a long time ago. That was like 3 years ago.
That was exactly.
But I would still probably take Arizona if they play in the championship. And the women, I think, are going to win it all.
Yeah, the women, I think, will win it all. I actually got 2 of my Final Four teams in.
Wow.
I got UConn and Michigan. Arizona, did they beat Arkansas? I can't remember who they beat. I thought it was Arkansas, but I had Arkansas going far. But yeah, if UConn wins it all, then I would win the 2 pools I'm in.
Nice.
I picked UConn. I had Michigan and Michigan State in 1. I had Michigan State beating UConn in 1. Yeah. And then the other, I had UConn and Michigan in the finals, and UConn won. So we'll see. Nice. And you think the women will run away? I think they'll run away.
I do. Yeah, they're.
I think they're so good.
Water.
And I love Gino. Gino fucking just went off on the whole system because the attendance in Fort Worth was not great.
Yeah.
He's like, people complain that we play the first couple rounds locally, because UConn played in stores and everything. It's because we draw. Like, why do you want to send us to Fort Worth where we're not going to fill? You want to make money, right?
Yeah.
So that was his complaint about the site. I thought that was hilarious. He's old. He's won so much. He doesn't give a shit. So
no, he doesn't give a shit at all.
All right, what do you got for movies?
All right, so have you done any old school movies? Like, I just watched The Sting with Robert Redford and Paul Newman.
That one's a legendary. No, I haven't watched that in 30 years.
Seen it either. And also Quint from Jaws is in it. Robert Shaw.
He's in The Sting?
Yeah, those three, they crush it. It's a
okay.
really good movie. And this is all because Robert Redford passed away,
I know.
And then so then watched Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Wow.
So that was really good.
Who is in that?
Robert Redford and Paul Newman again.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I haven't seen, so I'll watch that for sure.
Yeah.
I'll watch that for sure. What I would recommend to you, the greatest show that I just watched on Netflix, about the Murdoch documentary. Rupert Murdoch from Fox.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the HBO show Succession?
Yes.
So Succession was basically based on the Murdochs.
Wow.
When you watch it, it's like three parts. How fucked up he is with his kids.
Wow.
It's hilarious. Like, he loves to watch his kids fight. He wants to see which one's going to win and step up and show who's going to take over the company.
Really?
And yeah, and it got so bad they ended up going. I don't want to spoil it for you, but they had a trust, basically saying how the succession plan would take place, and Rupert Murdoch secretly wanted to change the trust, so they went to court. Basically, all sued each other.
Wow.
And you got to watch it just to see how it ended up coming out.
Did you ever watch the 49ers documentary on AMC?
Loved it. Holy fuck.
Right?
Oh
so
my
good.
God.
So
Bill
good.
Walsh.
Yeah,
he taped the team meetings.
If you're going to San Francisco.
I loved it. I hated the 40. We were Giants fans. We hated the 49ers.
I know.
I loved it.
Loved
it.
It was so.
And then I never knew. Did you know when they had that one year where they started Montana and Young together?
Yeah, I didn't know.
And then they ended up. It was the year they won the Super Bowl, I think, in '88 or one of his last years.
Yeah. And
that's why Montana had a poor relationship with him.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I had no idea they split time that early.
Crazy to think that way because he had just won 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, and he loved Montana, and he saw Steve Young from the start and wanted him, loved him, wanted him.
Yeah,
this is my guy. And I was happy Roger Craig got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He was completely underrated.
Yeah,
he was on the All 80s team. I loved that documentary. I loved it, and I loved hearing from Bill Walsh's family.
And then how about how badass they made the Giants? They were like, we just couldn't beat New York in New York.
Oh, they showed Leonard Marshall destroying them. Jim Burke. Oh my God. I loved it. They made the Giants fucking look like Darth Vader. Like, it was awesome. But that was so well done. I loved how he taped his team meetings. I loved his family because his family was just like, he's killing himself coaching.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, no, he was never around. Like, he slept in his office.
It's crazy.
So it was awesome. It was a great documentary, and I did love that. And the one that's coming out this week that I can't wait to watch, the one on Untold, it's going to be about Lamar Odom and his death.
Oh.
And I didn't even know he died. So
yeah,
but yeah, so I'm going to watch that. But yeah, I'm going to definitely check out those movies. Watch the watch the Murdoch documentary. It'll make you laugh just to see a father, how he treats his kids.
I'll definitely check that out.
Yeah, and maybe you'll treat your twins the same way. It'll be hilarious. So, all right, great show.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, wow. We got lucky tonight. I cannot believe both teams going to the Final Four.
Good victory.
Hopefully next week we can celebrate 2 national championships.
Yeah.
But, for Sean Mulcahy, Steve Cully, best podcast host in the universe, remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at life.